Molly from the Olive Stone, and today I'm going to be making a Chambord chocolate and walnut torte with the chocolate ganache. First of all, we're going to have to set your oven at 180 degrees. You're going to need 200 grams of your chocolate and 200 grams of the butter. So what I like to do, I like to first of all put my butter into the pan and put it over a low light to let it melt a little bit before I put in the 200 grams of dark chocolate. So now I'm going to add in my chocolate, 200 grams, just breaking it up slightly into my butter. My butter is pretty much melted now. I just find it's just a lot quicker, and it means that it'll not stick to your pan. And you're just going to stir and stir that until the chocolate has melted into the butter. Okay, so now we've got our lovely chocolatey butter mixture. You're going to add 150 grams of your ground walnuts, and you're just going to stir them in. Once they're all stirred in, you're just going to leave it to cool for about 5 minutes while we start the next part. So the fun job, the messy job, you've got to separate your egg whites from your egg yolks. First you're going to be using your egg yolks, so that can go straight into your mixer along with your sugar. So I'm just going to pop the sugar in there straight away. So there isn't really, the easiest way for me is to just use the shell. So I just tip back and forth the egg yolk, which separates it from the egg white. And do that 6 times. Save your egg whites for later. So now we're going to beat the 6 egg yolks and the caster sugar. You're going to want to do it at a fairly fast speed straight away. And you want to do this until you've got a really light, creamy looking mixture. You'll see the change in it straight away. So the turn's almost white. Okay, it looks like these are done now. So you can see it has gone pretty much white. That's how you know when it's done. So, as you can see, the mixture has gone very white and creamy. So what we're going to do, I find the easiest way, because you're going to have to use your bowl to whisk up your egg whites. So I like to add this mixture into your chocolate mixture, because you're going to have to clean very well your whisk and your bowl so that there's no yolk mixture in with your whites, so that you get the best fluffiest egg whites. So you're just going to want to fold this in. Now this is fully combined, as you can see. There's no marbling or anything. I'm now going to go and wash these so we can move on to the egg whites. Okay, now we're going to whisk your 6 egg whites until they form stiff peaks. You want to start it off quite slowly to begin with. Just gives a chance for it to get a little bit filled with air and bubbles will form, and then you can nut it up to full whack. And the best way is just to test it. If you think it's ready, the best known trick is to just tip it upside down. If it doesn't come out, then it's ready. So what we need to do now is take your liqueur, your Chambord liqueur, mix that into your chocolatey mixture. So once that's mixed in, we're going to add a spoonful of your egg whites, folding in carefully, because you want to keep in all that air. With there being no flour in this torte, the egg white are what is going to keep the sponge nice and light and fluffy when you rise. And you'll just gradually add in the rest of your egg whites. Okay, so once all of that egg white is fully incorporated into your chocolate mixture, you just want to pop it in a grease and lined cake tin. I'm using a 23cm diameter tin. So now you want to pop that in your oven for about 35 to 40 minutes. So you know when your cake's ready, when it's firm to the touch, it's risen. And the cake has done that, as you can see, it's risen. So now if you just leave it to one side for around 15 minutes for it to cool down in the cake tin. Once it's cooled down in the cake tin, you'll then take it out of the tin, pop it on a cooling rack until it's completely cool. Well, the cake's cool now, so now we're going to start on the chocolate ganache. And all you need to do, you can do it over a bain-marie, but for me I'm just going to use the microwave. It's quick and simple. So you're using your 70% vanilla cocoa solid chocolate. Break it all up into pieces, 200 grams. And then you're going to pop that into the microwave. If you do it in 30 seconds, stir 30 seconds, it just means it's not going to burn. Just do that until it's completely melted. Now the chocolate's ready, all melted down. So what you need to do now is just leave that for 5 minutes just to cool slightly before we add the double cream to make the chocolate ganache. Right, it's cooled for 5 minutes now. So we're going to add the double cream, 100 grams. And you're just going to stir that into your chocolate until fully combined. This is the simplest ganache to make. Everyone thinks it's quite difficult, but this is the simplest recipe ever. And there you have it already. You've got a nice consistency ready to top your cake. Right, we're going to now pop this onto your bowl. I'm just going to remove my grease proof. We're just going to top it off with the ganache. You don't have to do it really smooth or anything. If you swirl it around, you get quite a nice rustic effect. And the thing is with the ganache, it will at room temperature harden. But then if you wanted this dessert to be a warm dessert, then you could just pop a slice in the microwave for about 10 seconds and it'll go nice and soft. So that's the ganache sauce. I'm going to add just some spare walnuts just to decorate. And then I've got some nice raspberries, fresh raspberries, just for the sharpness and sweetness of the raspberries to go with the bitterness of the chocolate. You could just keep it simple and sprinkle a little bit of sea salt on the top to get that salty, bitter taste. So there you have it, a delicious chocolate walnut chambord torte, perfect for any dessert. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Bon appetit!